Yo!
What up?
Welcome to the Pint Size Podcast.
You know what it is.
This is episode number 52. 52 episode, man.
That's a big deal. That's a big deal, man. If you've listened to 40 of the 52 episodes, I appreciate y'all.
Shout out to all my real people in the building.
In the
Amen.
building.
You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
No, but yeah, episode 52.
Big deal, man. Big deal.
It is a big deal, man. Last week's offshoot was dope. The interview, FC had a chance to sit down with some artists.
Yeah. If you haven't listened to it, I suggest it for any creative that's climbing. You know what I'm saying? This one wasn't for the established person, or, you know what I'm saying? But it was for those people who are in the music field that want to, understand what it really looks like, from the perspective of people who are still climbing. See, a lot of times you see the success story, but you don't see the actual story while people are climbing. So it comes across different. So I'm glad Rosello got to sit down with us. CW Allen was in town, so we just had a conversation, man. And it was a lot of information dropped in there that I know will help a lot of people. And the people who listen, I appreciate you guys for listening. But they was just like, yo, I never looked at it from this perspective, or it's a whole bunch of truth in here, or there's a different take on it. So it was a privilege to be able to put that conversation in people's ears. And thanks you guys for listening. We even had a younger cat, Rob, was with us. And he was just in there soaking up the knowledge and was able to ask questions, and we bounced back off the questions he was asking. So
that was dope.
Pretty dope, man. Pretty dope. Thank y'all for listening. If you haven't listened, go check it out. It's called The Art Room. It's on our feed. Go check it out. Listen to it.
Good job.
Appreciate it.
I really love how you emphasize on the struggle, or not so much the struggle, the process. You know what I mean? People only see the end result, or what's being presented. They don't understand the story, the things that you got to go through, the late night, the studio hours, the bad ideas, the I don't have money, and just all types of stuff. So I think you guys did a really good job.
For sure.
Just kind of honing in and making that happen. So our room is dope. It's dope. I'm looking forward to the next one. You know what I mean? See, even though y'all on the same show, you know what I'm saying? Everybody is in their own lanes, man. So that's the beauty of it.
That's how it goes.
That's the beauty of it. But if you do not know, they call me. I got so many names. I only got one. You know what I'm saying? No, Blue just trained. Blues works. Blue works. Blue always working. Something like that.
That's what they call it.
Sometimes I feel like I'm working for no reason, but we know that's a lie.
I mean, that's always a lie, bro.
We might have to talk about that a little bit today, too.
Let's do it.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, anyway.
And it's me, FC on the beat, a.k.a. Fourth Quarter Freddy, a.k.a. Freddy Franchise, a.k.a. the best you ever heard. You're just afraid to admit it, a.k.a. Mr. I Have a Dream. So get your hands on my pocket, a.k.a. Speedy Trackton, a.k.a. Bomb Stockton, a.k.a. Kareem Abdul-Bazaar, a.k.a. Wavy Crockett, a.k.a. F the Netflix guy, a.k.a. Young Hulu, a.k.a. Hot Take Jake, a.k.a. Mr. Always Stay Focused, a.k.a. Mr. Always Locked and Loaded, a.k.a. Mr. All Bags Matter. Let's get to it.
That was gunshots.
Oh, that's
more paintball shots. Paintball gunshots.
Okay.
Pop, pop, pop.
True.
Red, blue, yellow.
Yeah.
No.
them joints hurt, man. I want to paintball at one time. Them joints hurt, man.
Yeah, them joints do hurt. No, it's dope, man. I'm glad we all back together. Well, me and you back together right now. Yeah. Boyd to be here in a second.
No, Boyd ain't gonna make it this week. Yeah, he's not coming. He had to turn around.
Oh, it was like that?
Yeah, Drew held him up. I don't know what happened in that car on the way down.
No.
Drew held him up. Drew held him up.
What Drew be do?
I don't know. He wouldn't even put it in there. That's how it's catastrophic.
Drew did the do.
The backseat of that whip probably looked crazy.
Whip.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Oh my goodness.
He said major accident. I was like, the backseat of that whip is destroyed. Whatever she did.
Man, he was probably running late. She probably kept saying, "Daddy, you got to use it."
Yeah, and
no, you'll be all right.
Did what he had. She
said, "Okay, I'm gonna teach you."
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, that's messed up. Yep. And Millie with the fro.
Yeah, she's supposed to be on the way.
I don't know what's up with her, man.
Models, man. Models are rare breed. We made it. No, we'll wait till she get here.
Yeah,
but yeah, we'll wait till she get here.
Yeah, she's going to have to get killed. Yeah. So, real quick, what do you do when you feel like everything you doing is for nothing?
Oh, okay. We there. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, what do you do, bro? Like, for real, how do you what's the process?
You know what it is? I'm going to be honest with you. It's kind of like blind hope.
Wow.
Like, you got to just keep doing it.
So you being real today.
No, for real. Like, I'm in a spot right now, right, where, it's good things happening, and things are popping off, connections. But I reached kind of like a plateau point, like, where it's okay. Like, things are okay, but, like, the momentum slowed down. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I know a lot of that is location, a lot of that is seasonal. I have the data that tells me what's happening, but you still got to find like a way to continue on. And for me, it's just like, all right, well, this is what I do all the time, so just keep doing it. Like, it's because otherwise, I know for me personally, I won't do anything anymore. I just sit there.
Facts.
So for me, it's like, all right, well, this is what you do, so do that, and we'll see. Like, I swear, it's just like a we'll see. You know what I mean? But I think you can only do that if you have like what you're doing, or if you have a plan of action in place and you can follow it kind of like on autopilot. Like, what am I trying to say? Like,
I think you just said it.
Like, okay, I just wanted to make sure it made sense.
I think you said. I mean, break it down, but I think you just said it.
So like if you have like a normal course of action that you would take on a daily basis, like you got your goal set up for the day and your plan and how you move and blah blah blah. If all of those things are just in place, you can just follow that stuff and it'll kind of autopilot you through whatever. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't have that and you just moving around aimlessly, and I don't know how those people get through it. But yeah, for me, it's always been that. Like, all right, well, I know what I do every day, so it feels like crap to do it today, but I have to do it today, so just go do it. Well, I'm interested to know what your process is, just because of because it's easy for me to say, well, today I'm going to go make beats. That's easy because I do that every day and it's fun and it don't really require a lot of effort, like, because it's a creative deal. So it's not like, I'm interested to know, as a gym owner and an entrepreneur and a father and an Instagram sex symbol and all of the things that Blue is turning into.
I didn't even know that's what.
Handsome, what up?
Millie's here, guys.
Hey guys, Millie's here too, and she got the fro in, so it might be a real rough show. The fro is out.
The fro is out.
The fro is out.
And she just put her coat on.
It's cold in here, man.
I know, right? It's cold in here. Man, we keeping the heat on 65 these days, right?
I get
these
why.
members walking in here,
I get it,
touching the heat.
Oh, yeah, they put that boy on 77.
They did the same thing in the summer. Like, the bill was crazy. I was like, listen here, y'all touch this thing again like y'all at your house?
You got to put the church case on the thing.
We got them in the back.
Y'all put the church case
in the back.
Yeah.
We got them in the back. So when you working out, you can't tell. But when you stop, oh my God.
Oh yeah.
I'm sitting over here, boy. My left side.
So how you my left side? So how you get through it? What do you do?
I mean,
because, like, full disclosure, I kind of know the backstory of what's happening with Blue and Just Train and all of this kind of stuff. So I kind of like I see what you guys are doing from a different lens, because I kind of know, like, the challenges too.
Absolutely.
So how do you continue to go?
Absolutely.
And keep the sign lit up so illuminary as it is?
About these things. There are times when everything seems like it's for naught. And then there are times where everything that you're doing is the most rewarding thing ever. You know what I mean? But I don't think that your process and my process is so different. I think physically it requires more effort sometimes. You know what I mean?
Most times. I ain't going to. Most times.
Okay.
Most times.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
But mentally and creatively, it still requires the same amount of toughness. You know what I mean? To program every day. You know what I'm saying? Or program weekly, to be creative in your program so that people don't get bored or dealing with people's stresses. Man, you don't listen. When people are having a bad day, you know what I'm saying, or they're having a bad week, or they're PMSing, or they just broke up with their boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever else, and then you say, here, do something that's strenuous to you and is physically taxing and it tests you mentally, the true them comes out. So you become I want to say a psychologist, but you become a counselor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes on the spot. Like, listen, bro. When a woman breaks down in the middle of a workout and just starts crying, and you like, hold on, the weight ain't that heavy.
Right.
Like, it ain't just the weight. Like,
It's my life. It represents my family.
I want to quit. I'm like, oh, man. And then I'm sitting here like, oh, okay, well, I still got these other people, and I got to fight. You know what I mean? And then things in my life are, you know what I'm saying, and I'm feeling unmotivated, and I'm still, you know, you try to create the habits and the consistency that'll carry you in those moments. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you got to trust. You really just ultimately got to trust the process. So like you saying, it's kind of like a blind hope. It's not necessarily a blind hope because you know that 1 + 1 = 2.
True.
Exactly.
But it doesn't feel that way in those times.
And the difference between a math equation and a life equation is it doesn't. A lot of math equations, unless you're doing for distance or speed, sometimes like it doesn't factor in the time it takes.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? So like,
that was smooth. I like that.
I'm being honest.
That was
like,
all right,
bro. Like for real, it doesn't factor in the time it takes. So you know 1 + 1 = 2, but when will 1 + 1 = 2? With a piece of paper and a pencil in your hand or a calculator, it's instant.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That was fire.
But when you're trying to produce an outcome of something, it's like, oh my goodness.
Yo, that was fire.
I wouldn't say it to be like that.
That
I'm
was
just
fire.
It is.
Yo,
it's how my mind works. So seriously,
I gotta take that with me everywhere I
just-
go in life. That was dope. Okay, I'm
you
sorry.
just gotta pray that your habits that you created, and the faith that you have in what you're doing, will keep going. Because sometimes you love less the thing that you love a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like, it's my passion. I love it. Or this my baby. We gonna be together forever. Right now, she ain't feeling like my baby.
No,
And
for sure.
honestly, I ain't gonna
For
put
sure.
my hands on her. It's just, you know what I'm saying? It's the same way with this. So, me and you one and the same. You know what I mean? It's just mine is more physical too.
That's
on
true.
top of the mental.
That's true.
The battle. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. But the reason why I put it in kind of two different categories is because that physical sometimes alone is enough to deter people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like to have to deal with the mental rigors of starting a business of this capacity is one thing, but then to have to provide physical output as well. You know what I'm saying? Some people just ain't got it like that.
So
I look at what you guys do in a little bit higher regard. I understand but I look at it in a little bit higher regard only because it's like, okay, you have to mentally be here and then you have to physically deliver for these people and yourself.
That's what makes it difficult, because imagine you already tired. You know what I'm saying? You gotta shoot. You gotta walk. You gotta try on clothes. You gotta take these pictures. You still gotta look pretty and put on your best face when stuff is going on in your life. You know what I'm saying? You still gotta be able to be creative enough that draws somebody in.
Yeah.
When you might not be in the best creative space.
Yeah.
And you might be tired from dealing with family stuff. So I'm still dealing with the family stuff. I still gotta be creative. And then the physical aspect, though, is I think what makes it more taxing. It's like, all right, man, well, I just had to work out for an hour.
Yeah.
Now I just got to, you know what I'm saying? So, you know.
Yeah. But
it's mental, too. A lot of people, once you break down
hold on, is that an
mentally,
engagement ring? What we got
it's
shining?
not an engagement ring. I'm not engaged.
That's the wrong finger.
That's just...
That'd have been the wrong finger.
Oh, okay, I can't count. Because
I would already made a comment.
What happened?
First of all, don't say it like that, because my dude is a good dude.
No, I'm not saying this. Oh, no, you're
You know what I'm
saying
saying?
that. That's
Don't
Millie,
say it like
that's Millie
that.
trying to play
we're
old
just
boy.
not there yet.
You know what I'm saying?
We taking our
Don't
time.
say it like that.
All right.
Back to the subject.
No. Because the
really
shot,
see it.
she had the shine in my face. So I was like, what's this? All right,
No, you're fine.
My bad.
So,
okay, go ahead, Millie. I'm sorry.
Feeding off of what you guys are saying, that when people start these journeys, you know, I feel like you said, it's a physical aspect, that there's a lot of mental too.
Yeah.
You know, once you do that physical outpour, you got to still make sure you still have that mental strength too. Because even when you're declining in the physical outpour, you still got to keep that mindset and that positivity in your mind that, you know, this might be a slow time. It might be the time that I want it to be right now, but I need to keep my faith up. I need to mentally stay positive. I need to mentally be here and not let something defer me, tear me down, or tear my own negative thoughts down in my head.
Yeah.
And that's something that when I sat here and I made a post on Instagram talking about I felt unmotivated and stuff like that, that was more so to tell people, you know, you go through these times where you're just not motivated to do anything and you feel sorry for yourself because, you know, you sit here and you're not where you want to be because it is taking a long time and it's going to take a long time. But don't give up because you're going to feel like that for a second, but don't let it affect you in the long run. I see too many people who sit here and they mentally feel destroyed and defeated, and then they want to give up physically. And you have to keep a strong mind mentally in order to keep going. That way you can physically keep growing.
Right.
They go hand in hand, and a lot of people don't understand that. And that struggle of being, even if you're working towards, you know, a certain goal, like, even though I'm sitting here signed to an agency, I still got to do freelance work on the side.
What a flex!
Like, I still
a flex! Even though I'm signed to an agency because I'm
but that's the thing. A lot of people sit here and they think because I am signed that
was a super flex. I'm with you though. I'm on your side.
Your bicep got real big.
Super. Even though I'm signed to an agency and y'all broke on Instagram.
No. But a lot of people think.
Go ahead.
There's this misconception that when people think modeling, and as soon as somebody gets signed to like an agency or something, we're constantly getting booked back to back to back to back to back. And it's like, it doesn't work like that.
Okay.
There are so many times where I have gone weeks without booking. It's just what is going to be there and available for me at the time. So to not rely on the agency so much, but sit here and here comes your entrepreneurship side out. You know, you want to sit here, build your portfolio. Okay, you got to start reaching out to these photographers. You guys start going to these networking events, you know, branch off of that. And it's like, it's hard. People don't understand that. Like, I'm still struggling trying to get my name out there, even being signed to somebody. Like, it's still a hustle to it. And you gotta mentally be ready to take that hustle, but also mentally be ready to be like, you know what, I'm having this slow time, I'm not getting booked, I've seen these models get booked, but let that not defer me from what needs to get done, and let me make sure I keep pushing and pushing.
Man, I'm literally on a same team I can call right now. One of the biggest trainers in the United States. One of the biggest personal trainers in the United States, literally, facts, right now. And it's still ups and downs of the journey. So, like, I talk to James all the time, you know what I'm saying? For y'all who don't know, that's my business partner. And the conversations that we have, and this is personal information, I'm about to give it to y'all right now, like personal emotional information, right?
Okay, I'm about to say.
I compare it to no personal emotional information.
I'm rolling.
I compare it to when J. Cole signed with Jay-Z. When J. Cole signed with Jay-Z, Jay-Z signed him. Jay-Z never mentioned him. Never talked about him.
You're right.
He opened up a door for him and was like, all right, well, here you are.
Right.
You're in the NFL.
Yep.
Yeah.
Make your way. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I never forget, on J. Cole's first official album, one song, it was like, people was asking him,
so sad.
hey, homie, why Jay never shout you out? And his response was, like I'm supposed to give a F. Don't you know I got fans in Japan's where the people can't even speak English, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But my hook's so potent they can knock Rocky out. Like, but his whole thing was like, I can't take my time and my energy and dedicate it to the reason why someone won't put the kind of energy I might desire for that. You know what I'm saying? But I still got to look at the fact that they gave me opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So now it's up to me to make my way. So, like, you know, the dude's budget is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He got endorsement deals out the wazoo. He's traveling all over the world on a regular basis. He's never home, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, whatever. You know what I mean? That's not my story.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's not our story. That's not our thing. We still have to make our way, and we still got to grind. So it's like, you know, you hope that the stuff that you put in place, you know, carries you. You know, you hope it carries you. So, yeah.
Okay.
Young Millie, man, it's good to see you.
Good to see you. Good to see you guys.
Good to see you.
I was really busy this past weekend. I work in retail, if nobody knows. So this past weekend, Black Friday was hell for us.
Oh, I bet.
So I just finished doing like an 8-hour shift last night, so it's been really
You might
crazy.
have some work to do tomorrow. Saturday. You free Saturday?
I am actually free this weekend, so.
You want to make some money?
I texted you back. I said,
we'll
what's up?
We'll talk about it, man. We might have this.
I don't know what's going on this other side of the table.
We might have this event with the Cavs.
I don't like the way.
The Cavs need a pretty face.
I don't like how
somebody who
cryptic
can be
this
in the
conversation
place.
is. I just want to put it on record.
We'll see. We'll talk about it.
I don't know how cryptic this is.
First of all,
but in every instance where I've heard a man, when I've heard a man say, "Hey, you want to make some money," with the smile that Blue just had on his face, it was some wild shit happening. I'm not saying that they are of that ilk.
Here we go.
I'm just saying.
Here we go, man.
Past experience.
So
anyway,
speaking of wild stuff that's happening, and this all depends on how you guys want to see this thing. But my man Dwight Howard, you know what I'm saying, got caught with the young. I don't even know.
Dang, I thought he was
LBGT.
QIA.
LGBT? LBGT?
LGBTQ. No, Q.
It's just Q? The IA is gone?
Listen here.
It's just Q.
Here's my ignorant moment of the day. I might have a segment called the ignorant moment of the day.
I like it.
If they keep adding on letters, right? I'm just going to give them their own alphabet. There's just too much going on here.
It's not letters. It's like
those are letters.
What it was? It was LGBTQ and it was IA.
Well, as far as I know,
What?
it's just Q. So
I know Q was the main. That's the bar.
LBGTQ.
And then it was IA because it was something else. I forgot what the
it's
IA was.
lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer. That's how it was. Now I don't know about all this extra stuff they're adding on.
This is so confusing.
As someone who's a part of the community, I'm kind of like over it. It's just like it's not necessary. I feel like it's just because now they're trying to add in.
So which one are you?
I'm B. I'm bisexual. So
you're the B.
I'm the B.
So when I run up to you, I can call you.
When
Millie.
is this gonna
so tell me. So can I? So I can run up to you. So I can run up to you and call you Millie with the B.
I don't know, Millie. Let me teach you something.
I don't know about that.
Hold on now. No. Okay, Marsha. No.
I was trying.
No. Hey, do what his daddy? His daddy ain't wearing no drawers. No, we ain't doing that. We staying right here.
Okay, go ahead.
Millie with the B. Let's talk about this.
Go ahead now. To save her. For the listeners, I tried to save her.
No, you ain't trying to save her. This ain't saving. This ain't about saving.
All right.
It's about freedom and expression.
All right, go ahead.
I kind of like Millie with the fro better than Millie with the B.
No, you got AKAs.
So, no.
See, we don't do video on the mainstream.
Millie with the fro.
Anymore, but the way Blue is looking at
Millie,
this lady is
with the Millie the Nun. You got so many names now.
I do got a lot of names. It's mostly Millie with the fro.
Millie B the Nun.
What? Okay, you can't.
Millie B the Nun with the fro.
Be the nun. No,
Let the record state
you're
that I
going to
tried to
accept a
save
lot
her.
of like Christians when they come to that. Yeah, they're not fans of the LGBTQ, so you don't want to put them in the same category.
Listen, I didn't say anything about that. You are the LBGTQ nun.
Not all of them.
Not all of them.
I just like saying that.
All of them.
Okay, so
Boys in the building. Bro, I wish you was here for this one. This is good, bro. I wish you was here for this one. All right. Anyway,
I never known that, Millie. Okay, so now we have a little perspective on or insider at the table.
Yeah, that's good.
So whenever I say something ignorant, I will actually respect you saying don't say that.
Yeah.
So
I'm too old to be this immature right now.
You're I don't know.
This is so funny.
He's shaking like
this
my
is
nephew
so
over
funny.
here. He's like, oh,
this is so funny.
Is great.
Not
that.
Not your decisions and preferences. That's not what's funny.
No.
It's all these jokes.
Yeah.
It's a lot of jokes.
I'm so 15 right now.
I don't know.
I'm so 15.
I wish I could see the shaking. Like he's shaking.
My left leg is moving.
I'm like, what is he doing?
Millie.
So.
Anyway, that ain't the topic though.
It's not the topic.
It's
not the topic. What okay. Are we getting into opinions now?
No, let's talk about what's going on here.
That's what I'm saying.
We talk about Dwight.
Okay, so Dwight got caught. It was a
Let's start like this.
Right. Allegedly, Dwight Howard was in relationship with a cross-dressing homosexual man.
No. Transgender.
No. He was a homosexual man. He just dressed as a woman.
I thought what happened.
No, homosexuals. He's transgender. That's transgender.
Yeah, so a transgender.
If he was heterosexual, that's cross-dressing.
Yeah, he's transgender.
Like when you're
Transgender.
homosexual,
See?
you're transgender.
Yeah,
You're
transgender.
transgender at that point.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah,
A transgender
Yeah.
male.
Allegedly.
No, the male is transgender.
Or he's gay
No,
that
he's
dresses up as
transgender.
drag.
Yes.
So
I think it's whatever.
So I'm letting you know. Okay, so there
Okay,
are
go
gay
ahead.
men that dress up as drag.
Okay.
No,
break
I
it
get
down.
that.
Millie's
And then
breaking it
there's
down.
transgender, the ones who they cross.
they do the.
But if you are there are some men too.
Hold on,
I don't
let
know
me let
why,
y'all see
but
Millie real quick.
they're straight and then they like to dress up as women. So those are cross dressers.
Okay,
Those
so
are
I'm saying it
cross-dressers.
wrong. Okay.
Yeah. So
Got
if
you.
he's gay, that's either transgender or he's someone who dresses up as drag. But if he is a straight man cross-dressing, that's a little
Okay,
different.
I get it.
Yeah.
So what? This individual was a transgender male.
Okay.
That's how I'm rolling now.
All right.
I had to sit by Millie for this
Right.
episode.
So, and he came forward with a lot of information concerning Dwight Howard and their intimate encounters.
Okay.
It's really a lot of catty stuff, but he came forward with that information and DMs, and even on Twitter there was, a lot of recorded FaceTime conversations. Mm-hmm. It was wild. And then I guess someone in Dwight Howard's camp, who is allegedly a pastor, came to him. I'll mess you up. My
You
bad.
messed up the camera. Turn
Fix
it back.
it.
Turn it back.
Am I right?
Keep going. Stop.
I'm good right there?
Yeah, that's
my bad, y'all. Allegedly, one of his camp members, who was also a pastor, a man of the cloth,
Hold up. Who?
Wait.
Go back just a little bit.
Wait until he finishes it, and then we can comment. Go
Okay, so
I don't want to comment. I'm lost on the
Oh,
story.
you lost on the story.
I would have
so
no comment.
one
I
of
don't understand.
Dwight Howard's team members, who was
Okay.
also a pastor, allegedly reached out to this individual,
Okay.
and said, "Well, okay, look, I know you lying. I know blah 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 blah." So trying to shut the story down.
Okay.
The lady has the individual has the recordings of those conversations.
Yeah.
Everything, right?
Okay.
So to sum it all up, and I'm just getting tired of talking about it now, but to sum it all up, this individual is coming out to out Dwight Howard because this person feels as though their life is going to be threatened because they have this information on Dwight Howard.
Threatened?
Okay.
Hold on.
So
If you tell anybody,
what about the part-
person wouldn't sign a non-disclosure agreement.
Okay, the
And
person
if
wanted
you
to sign a
didn't sign an
non-disclosure
NDA,
agreement. Yeah.
that's where the threatening. If you don't sign this NDA, then we're coming after you. So
But-
now the
Okay.
person just comes out with the information.
Okay, but
on
he
Twitter.
was angry with Dwight about what's the person's name?
I forgot.
okay.
I'm on live.
I
I'm
guess
not
my
looking at it.
question.
Elijah. something
Why
like
did
that.
they feel like they needed to come out with this information? I'm
This
just
is why.
kind of like wondering what
This
was
is
the
why.
purpose of it.
I was getting
So
booed at.
Dwight and I forgot the name. I apologize. Oh, we all using our
I'm all
phones.
losing line.
Well, they were messing around, and Dwight got caught at some like transgenders, like swingers parties,
Sex
Okay.
parties, and they were upset with him about this, and pretty much like you cheating. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? And he
So
like
who was upset?
The
I forget
individual
the
in
individual,
question.
but I forgot
Okay.
Their
Why are they upset?
because Dwight was cheating at the sex parties unprotected
on that person
on that
person.
because Dwight was supposed to be in
But isn't
was
Dwight
kinda
Dwight married?
No.
No.
He's
He
not.
got kids.
He got kids, but he's not
no,
dating anybody.
He's
No.
single.
He's
No.
single?
Single.
Okay.
But they were messing around for an extended
Okay.
period of time, apparently.
It feels as though this person is weaponizing Dwight's homosexuality or his
I feel like his closetness.
lifestyle choices.
Yes.
In order to embarrass him because they feel away. That's how it feels to me.
Yeah, it's like
And-
you know how women do,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know how y'all do.
or dudes
I
sometimes
mean-
too. Though dudes be on some sucker stuff too.
No, we do.
I used to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
We do.
Don't do
been
that.
there back that.
What you been
whatever.
doing? What you been there
But
doing? What?
I mean, now I feel like the purpose of outing him was kind of you're not winning in any way.
No, you look
because now, like you said, you look wild.
You look
like
wild.
you're making yourself look stupid because I'm not feeling bad for him or anything, but this could have been something he was very personal about, wasn't really open
was.
about yet. So for you to kind of out him like that when he probably wasn't ready to even tell the world
Or deal with it.
anything, you look like the bad person. It's one of those situations. If it was like a straight man or woman, kind of get over it. Like if y'all haven't established that y'all are a couple, you know, and you know how he is about his sexuality, why are you outing it? What are you trying to get out of it? And now it's coming back on you what you were trying to do.
You look crazy.
So you look
old man
crazy.
word of the day. Old man word of the day right here.
Let's rock.
You know what? That person is corny.
Corny.
They're corny.
You are corny.
And to sit
corny.
here and say, well, they're threatening me. Well, why'd you out it in the first place?
It's just like when you write a tell-all book. You know what I'm saying? About everything that you done
it's just
been
like
through.
that. It's like
It's
when
the
your
same
best
thing
friend
when
with
you
a
write a
tell-all
tell-all.
book about all those people that she had escapades with. This is my thing, though, right? If you are a heterosexual male and female, right, couple,
Okay.
you never say, I had sex with this person. You had sex with me, so I'm going to snitch on you.
Yeah.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Unless she was like on some like, I'm married.
Yeah,
we
let's
married.
Yeah,
We ain't supposed to do-
extramarital.
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? That's emotional, whatever. But you never use the act of sex as a weapon.
A weapon.
Right? You know what I'm
Unless-
saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I don't understand, though. Why is it all the
about to be a
time?
good point,
No, for
yeah.
real. Why is it all the time, though, that when these cases and these incidents happen and people's emotions get all wrapped up, why does... Hey, I don't care if y'all hate me, clean me up. Like,
about to say.
I don't mean this to offend nobody, but like,
Go
help
ahead.
me out here. Why is it that members of the LGBTQ community weaponize, particularly when transgender men have sex with, maybe he's bisexual, I don't know.
Yeah, or
right?
Yeah.
With men.
People who are known
why
to
does
be that.
why does the fact that those two people had sex together have to be used as a weapon? Like, I'm going to tell the world that you did this, but.
I mean,
My man
I
Charlamagne
don't
said this
think
too.
it's
Don't you want that though?
I don't think it's more so anybody's weaponizing it, because at the end of the day,
You sure?
we can't control who's going to be in the community, what's going to say what, how they're going to act with certain stuff. So I wouldn't say they're weaponizing it, because this could have happened, like I said, with a straight male and female. Like, this has happened before, like where even if she's messing with the nigga, like she'll sit here and out him, whatever.
No,
she's trying
but
to out
this
him.
is
Like,
the difference though. This
I
is the
don't
difference,
think they're
Millie.
trying
This
to
is the difference.
weaponize
This
it,
is the
though.
difference, Millie.
Like-
You said that she's messing with him, so she's outing not the fact that they actually had sex, because in their mind, those two individuals are supposed to have sex.
Right.
They're not going to say, they're saying that they had sex with me and they weren't supposed to because maybe they were in a relationship. That's not like the act
different.
of sex
Yeah.
to them is seen as
Well, you only
tainted.
weaponize a neutral act when
Yeah.
the other person isn't supposed to be taking part in it. So
Yeah.
what you're saying
So
is
they're saying that you're not supposed to be having sex with me because you're supposed to be
a straight
male.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In that case, you're weaponizing the fact
Yes.
that he's having sex with you.
which shouldn't be.
What your
But I don't know. Let me go to it. Let me take it further. I think you was about to say this. Go ahead. Say what you was about to say. I don't want to
you
step
can
on your point.
weaponize it, but it's kind of hard to weaponize what maybe the person hasn't really. It's not like he has denied.
But that's the
fully,
weapon because
he
but-
hasn't just out came and said it. So it's like you're sitting here weaponizing something that this portrayal he's supposed to have because of his profession, because of his lifestyle, because of all his past stuff. But you don't know if like he's comfortable.
But I
with
think
it.
that's
Like,
the weapon.
So what are you weaponizing?
No, you're
exactly?
weaponizing the fact that, let's just put it out there, being a transgender person in this society right now is still not a mainstream idea.
Even though it was public.
It's not a mainstream thing. So
Really?
you're weaponizing the fact that, okay,
I
this
actually
man
agree. I
lives,
agree with him.
this
It's
man
public,
lives this.
It's public, but it's not mainstream.
It's not mainstream, and it's not widely accepted. Being gay is widely accepted.
That's why people are still fighting
Being
for equality.
bisexual is widely accepted. Being transgendered is still on the fringes. So if you take that, if you put a supposedly straight man in any position with a transgender individual,
Yeah.
there's automatically a stigma attached to that person because that's not a mainstream lifestyle yet.
Yeah. I mean, I guess from my views, I guess I'm seeing that more transgender people are being more accepted. That's
Oh, yeah.
just from my standpoint.
No.
You know, so
I'm not-
I just kind of get confused when people are saying it's not like in the mainstream. It's just because it's not seen in the movies and stuff like that. I feel like they're starting to get more treatment, like proper
that's-
treatment that they should get.
We're looking at two different things.
Yeah,
I'm just kind of confused because it's like because you sit here and say, you know, bisexual is accepted. Not really. It's only accepted for women.
No.
It's not
No, no.
accepted for men.
No. Wait. What I'm saying is, you're
I agree with that.
I agree with that too.
I agree with that.
You're taking the relativity out of it. Like
Okay.
the LGBT community as a whole is still a marginalized group of people. I get that, but there are still degrees in that marginalization that are accepted more than others.
Yeah.
And the transgender point of view or lifestyle choice is at the
true.
bottom of, you know what I'm saying,
True.
what's
Yeah.
being accepted. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So relatively, yes, no, the whole community is not accepted.
And being a
as,
bisexual male is at the bottom. Of
is
that.
at the bottom.
at the bottom.
I'm gonna tell you what it's
Yeah.
gonna always be. Here it is. Controversy statement of the day.
Go for it.
When it comes to men, there is going to always be an extra stigma attached to something, whether it's positive or negative. So, for example, as a woman, it's cool for you to be bisexual, and we'll be like, all right, well, whatever. That's dope. Ooh, fantasy time. Let's play, right?
Dope was crazy.
But then when you hit them with like, yeah, I'm a man and I'm a bisexual. It's like, yeah, I'm sticking her last night and I'm getting stick. Like, it's like, whoa.
It's wild.
You looking like
It's wild.
shocked. You like, whoa.
It's wild.
Kids, cover your ears.
It's wild.
You see what I'm saying?
I'm rolling with
There's
that.
always going to be a different level of degree when it comes to men than when it comes to women. Not saying that men and women and they're not the same or inequality. They're both equal. They both have.
That's
I gotta
not-
be even
That's
careful.
not true
No.
either.
No,
Men and women are not equal.
you don't think they're equal.
No, they're not built to be equal. They're built to complement each other, but they're not built to be equal. No.
Okay,
They're not.
elaborate then. Now we going somewhere else. Come
Yeah,
on, talk about
I disagree. Only because the physical and mental makeup of a man and the physical and mental makeup of a woman are polarizingly different at some points. At some points they hit the ends and we can't understand each other fully because we weren't designed to do that.
I think you're looking at ability versus.
I'm getting there.
Versus the conception of creation.
I wasn't getting there. Explain.
Clearly. So, like, my personal beliefs, and this is throwing religion in here, right, for a second. I believe that men and women were created in the image of the Most High. Like, I believe men and women were both created in His image.
I'm rolling.
So, being created in His image, you guys are both bearing the image of the one that you were created by. So, I think that's what makes you equal. You're in the same playing field. Now, in ability, that's when it differs. Like, I think you have different strengths. Because,
that's what I was speaking to.
Yeah, but I'm saying, and as far as equality, though,
Okay.
I think us being created by the same person makes us the same, but we have different things that we can do.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm going
I
to
get
naturally
it.
be
Yeah, I
stronger.
get that.
Okay, so
You see
me
what I'm
going
saying?
to the left with that didn't. Okay,
Yeah, so we just looking at it
Yeah.
from different
Okay,
perspectives.
my
That's
bad.
all I'm
I
saying.
got
That's
you.
all I'm
I
saying.
got you. Okay.
Yeah, but I understand exactly what you're saying.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know what my point was now.
So should the white be hiding right now, or should he?
Nah.
Should
No.
he?
Nah, I think the white need to move a little bit more carefully out here if he wants to be able to control the narrative for his career. But your
Yeah.
life is your life. Do what you want. That's the age we living in, right? You can do what you want. Do what you want.
I mean, I come out when you feel comfortable. Don't let somebody dictate. When you come out, and that's something that's very, very important. I think he needs to evaluate these next few days.
I think, but you know what I found too. A lot of people in these scenarios kind of do dumb stuff subconsciously, so they're forced to tell the story.
Yeah.
This might be one of many moves that Dwight's making.
Yeah.
It's just like, all right, I'm gonna just subconsciously just do this and then not care about the repercussions like I normally would, and then I'm in a scenario to where I
that's
gotta
true.
talk
Yeah.
about it.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So, but
That's good. That was
Yeah.
good right there.
That'd probably be his
just
best
looking at
bet,
people,
honestly.
man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, that was dope. Just what else we got? We got
Sakashi 6ix9ine. Listen, man, I want you to hold your head in the feds. That's hard time.
hold your head.
Hold your head in the feds. That's hard time.
That's what you
32 to life on
This
a
is
RICO.
what you get, 6ix9ine, for trying to act like something
Whoa.
that you not.
Whoa,
This is
wait a
what you
minute.
get. No, because I've
Whoa.
been so tired of him. I
Whoa,
really
whoa.
have.
We struck him
Millie
out.
out here wishing life sentences on people.
Whoa.
Don't break Millie's heart.
I've been to jail. I don't want to go to prison.
No, but I was already mad he got off for the whole child, sex thing. I was mad about that because he shouldn't have.
That was a little dicey.
He-
How old was
That's,
that girl?
that's
It was-
15. That was a little dicey.
How old was he?
19, 20, something like that.
And the girl-
No. This was before.
No, he
How
was-
old is he? 20?
He's about 20 now, so he was about
She's
like
18.
He was about 18, but the girl was 13. Like she
thought
was
she was
young.
15.
I thought she was 15.
No,
Okay.
she was
We
13.
rolling.
The girl was a baby.
Did he know that?
He knew that.
Are you going off of what you believe, or are you going off of what has been proven?
No, he did know that. That's the thing. So
he said
he presented in the evidence.
Yikes.
He pleaded guilty.
Yikes.
They
really?
End up
Okay. All right.
And everything so they end up.
Hold on. Let me stop. Put a pin in it right there because I'm sick of y'all. We are not advocating that kind of behavior.
We not.
I advocate facts.
Nope.
So that's why I was digging for the facts. That's all. Go ahead.
Yes. So he did plead guilty. They end up giving him, I think it was first they gave him probation, and then it was community service. So he ended up really getting off for
what
that
was the
whole.
charge? Statutory?
It wasn't statutory because he was
He don't jail for that.
I'm trying to think because
enabling the delinquency of a minor or sexual deviancy. So public sexual deviancy. Something like that.
Because it was a video that. I guess he was one of that recorded it, and then they posted it, and then it was so it was because he was there, and because
he didn't have sex with this girl.
But he didn't have sex with the girl.
As far as I know, no. But they didn't release that much. But he was there, recorded it, So now they're like, okay,
yeah, that's nasty too.
We gotta make you responsible. So
that's nasty.
So I didn't like was the dude that the girl was actually having sex with?
I don't even.
I mean, he did get no pass on that's like some child pornography type stuff.
Can't do that.
But was the dude that she was with 16?
That's the thing.
They
protected
for 18,
her.
16,
18 and 15, 18 and 16 is kind of right.
Some of these people in high school at the same time.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm not giving anybody a pass.
Yeah,
it's not what I'm doing. I do
the numbers. Let's really do it. But anyway. So, back to your Tekashi beef.
And then now he got in trouble for what was
See, you smacking him, don't even know why he got hit.
No, it was
so he got
Tekashi
6ix9ine was involved in a RICO racketeering case, which means that because of his association with the real killers, he went to jail too. Essentially. If you want to read the docket, it's published all over the internet. Go find it yourself. I'm not recapping all of that.
It's the same thing that happened with
Bobby Shmurda
a few years ago.
I think Bobby Shmurda actually might have something.
But I think the difference
something to do with it.
The difference between Bobby though is that he actually conducted in these crimes. That's different. He outed
allegedly,
and he outed himself in his song
on the record.
In his own song. That
all
was
these dudes be doing that though.
Tekashi sat here and he was claiming it, get all this beef from it, trying to fight people from it, and it came back and bit him in the ass because he really had nothing to do with it. But because he kept putting his name involved.
No. It wasn't even. It's deeper than that because he does business with the people who are accused.
Yeah,
he got wrapped up in it. Now, I mean, of course, he indicted himself. Just because of the persona that he has created, they're definitely going to throw the book at this young man. Just because
he's the biggest name.
Yeah, in rap right now, other than Cardi.
And that's how you do it.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm gonna say this: we're not going to see this young man for a while, and I'm not even talking about music. We're just not going to see him for a while. He's sitting down for at least 25 of these years.
I hope he has some money to carry him over.
It was reported he had 1.7 in the bank account that they know about, but they froze everything. His account,
of course, they don't want you getting out of here.
You do. So I'm,
how do you think he's gonna look when he comes out?
Oh man,
he's gonna be an old tatted up man.
He's an old tatted up.
He's 20 now, 45, almost 50. He's gonna be tatted up and he's like a.
Think about that. He's gonna be a distant memory at that time.
Yeah.
We're not even gonna care about how you get out.
Unless he could be like Gucci, come back all ripped and ready to drop his
I don't care how old you come. 50? Yeah, 50? You ain't come back at 50. Ripped nah. Bang! I'm gonna kill him. No, nobody's doing that.
With the stiffy out. No, you're not doing that.
Nobody's doing that.
Yeah, we ain't doing the old school jams with the Tekashi 6ix9ine.
No, nobody putting you on the world tour for your old hits. Is Nicki still alive?
No.
We do a record with Nicki.
She passed.
That's if he serves the full time.
No, he's going to do.
Because that's the thing. They always do these sentences for these celebrities, but they never end up serving the full time. They always end up cutting them in half.
You know what happens?
Or
that's if they snitch.
So
this is a Fed case. If they snitch,
this is a RICO.
It may be a possibility, but judging how they treated Bobby and his group of people.
Isn't he supposed to get out next year, Bobby?
No.
I thought he was. No.
Bobby got. I think they gave Bobby 7 or 8.
Yeah,
No,
he
because what year did he go in? What year did he get? 'Cause
2 years ago.
No,
3 years
had to
ago.
be longer
no,
than
it
that.
was
3 years ago.
When did the song come out?
no
3 years ago. 15.
That song still.
15.
Why is that song still dope?
2015. That song came out 2015. He was in jail by the end of that year.
That's crazy.
That is
So this
crazy.
is my thing, man. This is my parental, I guess, admonishing and warning. I'm noticing the trends, man, of all of this younger, like, dudes and rappers and stuff like that. Like, they taking themselves out at a quick rate. Like, so, like, real talk. Like, we watched a lot of rappers like live fast. You know what I mean? Like, we watched a lot of them live fast and do a lot of things. But it seemed like a lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them had some different focuses. It was some that was just die senselessly or whatever else.
Yeah.
But it just seems like right now, you know what I'm saying, in your generation, Millie, like, a lot of these rappers really only want to live fast, do hella hard drugs, and, like, they feel like there's no consequences for anything.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when our greats were dying, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that, it was like they were aware of consequences. You know what I'm saying? They were aware of, like, the impact that they had to have with people. Like, you can listen to a whole bunch of Biggs interviews. You know what I'm saying? It was like,
Yeah.
well, I'm trying to do this, and you know what I'm saying? Well, you can listen to Pac's interviews, and I'm trying to do this and do this. I know what's happening. I know blah blah. I might be still wilding out, but I'm only wilding
see
out to a
what's
certain
going-
degree because
yeah.
I understand what's going on. Like, you can look and go through. You know what I'm saying? A lot of art. It's something that was just stupid.
Yeah.
And just died.
True,
Like ODB
true.
just.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Nobody's surprised that he
was a
OD'd.
wild boy.
He was wild.
He was a wild
He was
boy.
just straight
Yeah,
wild.
he was a wild boy.
But it was a lot of people that was wild. You know what I'm saying? But I'm looking at these dudes and I'm watching just how they going. You know what I'm saying? Mac was closer to our age for real. You know what I'm saying? So, but still, he's still a representation of that
Yeah.
Of that idea.
that ideal. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Lil Peep. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then what's happening to X? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? With them dudes taking him out, like these cats out here reckless and they trying.
Well,
you.
I feel like Mac had a personal issue though. That's kind of why
Oh, yeah,
he kind
Mac
of got.
was that-
So I feel like that was a
he's
little
an
different
outlier,
than X,
but-
where X was. I mean,
X-
he said he knew. He was like he knew. You know, somebody's gonna get me. I'm
X
gonna
had
die.
I know
you
that's
at some
that's a
point.
personal issue.
Yeah. So,
I think Mac, the Mac thing really, the Mac thing, every time Mac Miller come up, like, I'm feeling away. Because Mac was, I remember, like, when Mac started and what he represented when he started, and he represented that to the very end. But the demons that came along with him
Yeah.
never left.
Yeah.
They just reinvented themselves.
See, but this is my thing,
and you
though.
can hear it.
For all these cats, though, did the demons really leave them? Lil Peep died of a drug overdose.
True.
That's an issue.
That's a big issue. That's a big
Every
issue.
time you listen to X talk, bruh, he was talking about dying.
Yeah.
he was.
At some point in time, you gon' die. You keep talking about it.
Yeah.
You gotta die.
Is this? I mean, I don't know. Is the success worth all of this? I think that in generations,
Man, that's a real
you
question.
know what I'm saying? In generations past, there were limits to what people would do to be on platforms. It was kind of a little bit higher of a bar
Yeah.
that people set for themselves in the entertainment industry in order to transcend. And if it was certain things that were past the bar, they just wasn't gonna make it. You know what I mean? And I hear people talk, especially once I meet them now that they're on the other side of the hill. I usually meet everybody when they're on the downs. But anyway, I'm meeting these guys that's on the other side of the hill now. And it was like, yo, these cats, they always think they're in my generation, not knowing I'm 35 years old. These guys are 20. But y'all young boys, y'all willing to do anything. First of all, sir, I'm not willing to do anything. Secondly, you weren't willing to do enough. Wow. But I think there was a standard set. Even in that statement, there was a standard set that I'm not going to make myself look this way, or if I do, it's only limits to how far I'm going to let that go in order to be successful. I think now social media has put, I'm getting old, but social media has put these kids in a situation to where it's like, I got to do what I got to do. What's the young boy that
like
caught a drug addiction after he got famous and he was the Instagram dude that was running in stores and stealing shit? What's his name?
Oh, the gang.
Bonk gang. Him.
Oh man.
First of all, how
It
you
was
catch
just
a drug addiction after you get to the bag?
There was just a video of him.
Because he got to the bag.
I'm like,
There was
what's
just a
happening?
video
he got
of
to
him
the
on
bag.
Instagram beating up this videographer, and this whole thing came out saying this videographer was like, he doesn't know how to take critique, and he just started wailing on the guy, but nobody knows the true story. But that got viral, and it's like he's boosting this negative attitude of being disrespectful and being this and that because, like you said, he sat here and that's how his platform started. Like, let's do outlandish shit. Let me sit here and be disrespectful as fuck. Let me sit here and do this shit and that shit. And it's like then other rappers see this and they're like, oh, I gotta top that. You know, let's go do
That's
this.
what's crazy.
Let's go do that.
Yeah.
And that's the problem with like some of my generation and then generation below me, like with these challenges, the fire challenge. You know, you
No, okay,
have no. They're
But go
sitting
ahead.
here. They're trying to out like do each other. Let's get these views.
I
Let's see
see.
here.
I see.
Like they're going to the point where they're risking their lives, they're risking their sanity to just get popular, just to be the it at the time, and it's not worth it.
And let me add to this. Let me put you on game. Everybody listening, let me put you on game.
Go ahead.
People don't understand what that means. People get popular in order to take that popularity and use it as a metric, folks. Mm-hmm. That's all it is, okay? Having a lot of people who pay attention to what you're doing, the way you're doing it, that is only a metric to move and venture into something else.
It should be.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. It should be. So if your point is to be popular, that is not enough.
No.
If you have no talent, skill, merchandising ability,
You will literally kill yourself trying to be popular.
you will be. It's dumb.
Literally kill yourself trying to be popular.
Prime example. A platinum plaque. I just heard this somewhere. A platinum plaque now is worth 65% less monetarily than it was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Do you know why? Because of the rate at which they are given out.
Yeah.
It's only a metric. I moved 1 million units. Great. I moved 1 million units. But those 1 million units didn't pay you like it used to pay you 10 years ago.
No.
So now it's a metric that you move and monetize another way.
Yeah.
So all of that to say, social media is a great way to become a voice. But what are you going to do with it once your voice is loud enough, you idiots?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I wish the platinum record was more valuable like it was before, because now it's like, and this
oh my God.
I love, so there's this one influencer, she, Lele Pons, she has about, I want to say like 8 million people follows her, and she's Venezuelan, and she released this song, and it's not my favorite. Honestly, the whole music video was very lazy, how she did it production wise, but off of her having that many followers on Instagram and getting all this buzz, she, next thing you know, you see 2 weeks later, she got a platinum record.
Million streams.
That easy?
You
Like,
got 8 million followers.
all because you
Take
had
your
all
chances.
these followers.
Take your chances.
Listen to your song. That's all it takes.
Take
It's
your-
just,
take
it's
your
just
chances.
talent. Like,
But see, the thing about that is this, though. Once you have that data point, that metric, if you have nothing to move it into. So like if you can't take that platinum record and throw it on a one sheet, if you don't know what a one sheet is, you're a piece of crap. But if you can't take that metric, put it on a one sheet and present it to brands,
yeah.
Yep. That's exactly what
because
I
you have nothing else but the popularity,
Exactly what I was
you're
Yeah.
done.
Exactly what I
And
was
that, it comes to that question, where will all these people be without social media? So.
Oh my goodness. Well, selling our souls for
For what? For
For
a platinum
what?
plaque.
She's like, I wish a platinum plaque had more value. When she said it, I was like, man, I wish $1 had more value. Remember when gas was 99 cents?
Dog, let's not go.
I want some gas.
When I bought my 89 Cavalier,
Man, what?
gas was 101.
Boy, first car was an 88 Honda Accord. I needed that back.
Man.
Shoot, 103 for the gas. Take a
103.
high five. Take a high five.
Go to Randall and back twice.
Ooh-wee.
What?
Hey, listen, somebody need a ride. Give me $5.
You got 5?
Bro, you knew what that was going to do for you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Take me to Randall. You got $7? Because I got to have $2 to get back at work, you know what I'm saying, next 2 days.
Silly, man. Silly.
That's funny.
What's that third joint?
Takashi, what we saying?
Yo, first of all, a little short, very, 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 I'm not shameless about this at all.
Okay.
You know, shout out to my man Baker Mayfield. I don't even want to really talk about it. I just want to say shout out to my man Baker Mayfield. You know what I'm saying? Forget the haters. They always gonna have something to say, man. When you play the way you play, you act the way you act, man. Well, listen, you can be great. Don't do it, Millie, with your little attitude.
I don't.
Don't do it with your little attitude.
I love Baker. I'm just not caring for his attitude lately.
His attitude's
The
been
only
the same.
thing I'm pretty just
I love him.
one
He
particular.
woke up dangerous, Millie.
I know.
He woke
Not
up dangerous.
not that. I'm saying his whole back and forth thing he's been having with Hugh ever since Hugh left. It's really just not.
I love it. I love every minute of
I
it.
just.
I love every
it's
second
just-
of it.
I don't care for it.
Let's
you
go,
know?
Baker.
I love Baker to death. You know, I was rooting for them to get them, and I thought that Browns would have been stupid not to draft them. But I honestly just feel like that whole commentary with him and Hugh is just not necessary. I really think Hugh needs to just shut up and just let
Facts.
shit be
Facts.
it. You just were a terrible coach. Let it go. Don't be arguing
So
with
why
all
we mad
these
at Baker
people.
Mayfield?
I'm more mad because he's a rookie. And it's just like, no, not that. Not because of okay, let me reword this.
Please.
I'm not mad because he's a rookie. I'm mad because as a rookie, you're having this attitude towards a coach that you're on the Browns now, but you don't know where you're going to be in the future. And
You
it's
think
just,
Hugh Jackson coaching in the NFL again?
I'm not saying that.
Oh,
but
okay. I ain't know what you was getting at. Okay.
I'm just saying as far as just respect for coaches.
I think
you could have kept
I'm
you
rolling with
could have
that.
kept that argument
I see.
between
No.
y'all. It didn't have to get public.
I have a
It didn't-
caveat though.
So
I think I think if we were talking about, hold on, let me fix it, bro. Wait. I think that if we were talking about let me think, a Andy Reid or a Tomlin, you know, men of that ilk.
yeah.
I think that if we were discussing those high value guys,
Yeah.
that you would have an excellent argument. If Baker Mayfield was, talking to New England,
If he's talking to Bill Belichick,
if he was talking to Bill Belichick in that manner, I would definitely say, "Hey, slow your roll, young guy." But guess who we're talking about?
If he's talking to Sean,
But I
At this
feel-
point,
No.
if he was talking to John Gruden, that
You're
way,
talking about the
more
coach.
so-
Yo, relax.
You talking
John
about the
Gruden.
coach with
No,
the worst
even more-
record in 3 seasons
No,
in
but
NFL history? Him?
Even more so, save your energy.
Oh,
If he's no.
Because see, this is the thing.
Because
The thing-
he is one of the worst. He is the worst coaches of NFL history. Period.
Period.
Save
ahead,
your
Millie, go ahead.
energy.
Talk, Millie.
Let Hugh sit here and dig himself in this hole deeper and deeper. You don't have to comment.
No, he
you
don't.
know,
He
and
do-
it's,
he really
no,
doesn't.
he
He
doesn't.
doesn't.
He
He
doesn't.
doesn't.
He
He
doesn't.
really doesn't.
No, hold on.
No,
doesn't.
Hold on.
He doesn't have to comment.
He doesn't.
Now,
He doesn't have
we
to
have
comment.
5
and,
minutes.
And
I
if
could,
he
I
wants
could go
to,
into the chain of
I
events
feel like
here and
just
tell
keep
you
it
why he
private
does.
because if
does.
you are way
does.
on a bigger scale that
This one he
Hugh. So you don't need to even entertain that stuff.
No,
you don't
no.
need to sit here and say
don't.
to make something juicy that somebody can report and stuff like.
I don't think
just
that's why
feel
he's
like,
doing
No,
this.
no, but if
Like-
you remember, bro, after they won that game, he walked up to him. They walked up to each other and they shook each other's hand.
Yeah.
And that's what you're supposed to do. That was classy.
That's
That was
fine.
respectful. This is what happened. This is what messed everything up.
Go for it.
They asked him, did he have words with Hugh? And he said no. He should have never answered why he didn't have words with Hugh.
Yes.
That's where he messed up at, for real.
I don't think he messed up there.
I do.
I feel like
because you got to
he
think about this,
should've
bro.
just stopped
They're
that.
you're Baker Mayfield. Real talk. And listen, I support Baker. I still don't feel like necessarily. I feel like his competitive nature is what is going to make him a beast. So I never want to take that away.
Yeah.
I got you.
So, but this how it goes with him. No, he got a history. He ran from college.
True.
Grabbed his
Yeah.
sack.
True.
Did the Ohio State thing.
raw.
So he
Yeah.
he is how he is, right?
Yeah.
That's how you go.
But if he would have never said the reason he didn't talk to you, they wouldn't have a story.
Right.
But I understand why that happened. We
Okay.
have to go back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because when Hugh got fired, he went directly at the personnel choice for the team. And the personnel choice was Baker Mayfield.
What do you mean?
He said, I would have picked this guy at quarterback and this guy.
he say that?
Yes.
I don't remember him saying
a whole article on it.
And that's.
Oh.
But here's the
Oh.
thing. Okay. And that's.
Okay.
So.
I'm saying I'm
Okay.
talking all this shit now.
Oh, okay. That
understand
just changed
that.
things.
I would have got Mahomes.
You just
I
indicted
would have
me.
got Josh
No, no,
Allen.
no,
I would have got. Get out of here, dude.
I understand that, but that's somebody that's never going to be in the league again, whose voice is not going to matter
So what?
ever. So the thing is, like he was saying,
Maybe, but he
because
turned
of
around and got a job
Baker's
2 weeks later.
history, you have to
Bengals.
understand these journalists.
Division.
Some journalists will sit here, take it, and they'll try to flip it as Baker is this, cocky quarterback.
He is, though.
Sits here,
He
talks
is.
back to coaches.
He is, though. That's
no,
him.
but I'm saying, like, as a journalist perspective, I'm seeing it as like, he can sit here and make these comments. Just watch how he says these comments, because journalists like to flip words. They like to iterate a situation that it's not that serious, but they'll take one thing he said and just kind of run with it.
That's in general. But I'm saying you're not wrong. What I'm saying to you
that's
is...
why I agree with Blue. He should have just stopped when they asked and should have just been like, okay, that's it.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that information.
Not in this one. If this was any other instance, I'm rolling with whatever you're saying right now. But because of the way... We talked about it. Because of the way you left the Browns and put it on personnel and general manager and play choices and threw Baker under the bus. When Baker won a game, I was waiting for Baker to show you...
I didn't. Okay, so I need to check that article out because I remember when he got iced, he did a whole interview on.
He did the whole thing, and it was like, I would. I mean, my choice was Mahomes.
But no, this is what he kept saying though. This is what he kept saying on First Take though. He kept saying, at the end of the day, we didn't win enough games. You know what I'm saying? And that's on me. We ain't win. That's why we ain't get our job.
So what? Like I'm rolling with that. If you hadn't.
But I don't know. I didn't know anything about that. I'm gonna Google it.
We talked about. I said,
I'm gonna Google it. But if he did that, I don't want him to.
He's wilding, bro.
I see it as, at the end of the day, the best way you can kill somebody is with your success. You don't even have to say a word.
Oh no.
And that's just my.
I'm not saying, let me make it clear. I'm not saying Baker Mayfield has to say anything. I'm saying that if he does, it's warranted. Mm-hmm. That's all I'm saying.
And I feel like he should not have to say anything at all.
It's
not necessary.
If I'm Baker Mayfield, what?
It's not necessary for you to say
Have you
anything.
seen the way he's been playing now under this new coaching staff? He's wild and free.
I understand.
He looks like he just got a new contract. He just got here.
I get
he feels amazing out there.
Yeah, and I get that. That doesn't mean you always have to comment whenever somebody has to sit here and say something about you.
I hear you, but
and that's my thing.
All right, that's the only thing about that, though.
I understand
if you take away the aspect from him, though,
you poke at the bear after a while, it's gonna attack you and maul your face off after you keep poking and poking.
Understand I hear what you're saying, but the man went and gave a reporter an entire article saying that the reason why we couldn't win is because of the quarterback choice and the O-line.
And for you to sit here after you just won a game, you still like you feel
I'm going nuts.
You're gonna
so I don't think y'all. For
you to feel
I
like
want you to miss something. I want you to miss something.
You still got to.
You know he's not disagreeing with you, right?
I'm not disagreeing with you.
He said he agrees with you.
I understand that, but like you.
It's more so he's saying in this instance he understands why. He just say he understands.
I agree with you.
Why? I just don't understand.
I get it. I get that you don't understand why.
I don't understand why.
I get it.
So we come from different schools.
I love Baker, but I just don't. I didn't understand why he felt like he had to say something.
Because he's Baker
Mayfield. Different school.
He just Baker Mayfield.
Come from different school.
I'm about to get tired of y'all saying because he's Baker Mayfield.
I'm just saying.
No.
He
does something because he's Baker Mayfield.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that.
Did you read the article?
No, forget the article. Forget the article. All right. Let me give her some backdrop so she don't think I'm just saying an aimless.
I did read the article.
An aimless comment. This is not brainless.
Okay.
I'm saying because he's Baker Mayfield, meaning like if you actually just watched him over the last 4 years before now, you would see why.
I get that.
He's been this way.
This is
not new. So, like, when you draft somebody, everything that they show you is who they are. It's like in a relationship. Yeah. Don't think that whatever they show you, that's who they are in that relationship. You'll be like, girl, he's been because he's like that.
That's how
and you're like, no, but why? No. Girl, he was already like that.
But he's supposed to be different now.
But why?
No.
He's already like that. It's the same way.
That's how you get on.
That's all I'm saying. That's it.
Well, shout out to Baker Mayfield.
You ever about to smack me? Your muscle spasming? No, I'm about to sit on the other side of the room.
You know what it is? This is what it is. I'm going to tell you what it is, and we're going to get off.
I just guess I see it as a whole at the end of the day. It's different when you're in a relationship, when you're the face of an organization.
Who's the face of an organization?
So
You said
at this
Baker?
point,
Baker kind of is.
So I'm seeing it like that because you don't want to take it as like how you feel someone's going to run with it and be like, this is how the whole Browns organization feels.
Let me share something with you.
That's that scenario. I'm not saying it will happen, but I'm saying like that's what somebody could take and then run with it.
The difference between now this is the first time you and I, Millie, have had a disconnect like that resembles this. The difference between your generation and my generation is this. This is the difference, right? This stuff right here. Mm-hmm. Okay. You know, I watched basketball in the 90s.
I knew he was going there. You had to.
And I remember a time where
You had to go there.
Michael Jordan ran the world.
The 80s was worse.
You know, no, I ain't gonna go back there. That's too much. But Michael Jordan ran the world, and the rest of the league was at a panic at all times, trying to determine how to beat this man. Now, you know, in the months between June and September, these men were great friends.
Yeah.
I'm sure they had great phone conversations. They spent a lot of money in casinos. They bought a lot of hookers together. But as soon as September come around, they got to get back to the gym. They were vital enemies. And you know who all knew that? The press. And you know who didn't care? The players. Why? Because winning was the agenda, not PR.
True.
Now, fast forward to 2018, and we're in the NFL. So you expect for the competitive nature of a human to only apply to the field of sport?
No.
So Baker Mayfield retorting and retaliating once the world has seen who he really is and why he really couldn't be that is a natural progression to this narrative.
That's all.
And it's only that way because of the article. I don't think we get half of this.
Yeah.
If you didn't exit like that. But that is the difference between. See, you expect let's have peace. No, this is sports.
I'm not saying let's have peace.
I'm not saying you're saying it's an overgeneralization. You're saying that you let the success prove. No, you talk, so do I. What? You remember Patrick Ewing? Oh, you wasn't alive. Y'all remember Patrick Ewing out there? Y'all remember Magic Johnson? Y'all remember these guys? It's a different day, man.
That's all it is.
Different day. So we're looking at it through two different lenses. But like when Baker Mayfield would have like the one game where he had 8 or 9 completions in that first half, I would have been talking crap then. They ain't even won the game yet. Just because it's like, see, I'm nice. But shout out to Baker Mayfield. Salute to Cleveland Cavaliers. Appreciate everybody.
Shout out to Millie with the fro.
Millie with the fro. Dang, we had a conversation this
Shout out
week,
to
Millie. I
Millie.
don't like this.
Shout out to Millie with the
I don't
fro.
like this, man. I feel uneasy.
It's all to the good. Shout out to D-Boy. So we working behind the scenes, man. Everybody's got things that they're trying to do and rebuild, you know what I'm saying? But we still managing to put it together. So look forward to some more great things. We got I got to tell y'all, we got a photo shoot stuff coming up.
Yeah, we need that.
Yeah, so I'm going to give y'all the dates on that. Make sure you're available.
Ooh, y'all about to be models now?
No, this is for, no.
Oh, this for this?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. I didn't know.
I'm not about to be a model.
I've been out of it for like the past few days.
You been drinking?
No, I have not.
Millie with the wine.
You been drinking?
I've been dealing with thousands of customers standing in line wanting to buy a damn purse.
Oh my goodness, man.
That's what I've been doing with it.
Get her out the purse industry.
The industry? As a whole?
Shut
the purse industry.
The purse industry.
I don't think as a woman I would ever be sick of the purse industry. Maybe working it, but buying it, no.
Oh, yeah, you're definitely in the industry.
December 7th, I got this event coming up. Y'all better be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot, you got to put the link back in the group
Even
chat.
if it's 2 seconds. 90s party. So first from 8 to 9, it's an actual fitness event with me and Train Pretty with Chaz, another trainer here locally. From 9:30 to 1 a.m. it's a full 90s theme party. We have 90s stuff going, you know what I'm saying, in the spot. Everybody going to be dressed in 90s attire. It's BYOB. You know what I'm saying? Bring your own situation. If you get there, you ain't got your own situation, you can pay for your situation.
Good luck.
I will gladly profit off of that.
Good luck.
Yeah. So we going. My man DJ Stroke is going to hold it down.
Shout out to Stroke on that.
Yeah. We gonna make it happen. So December 7th, man. I'm gonna put the link in the show notes because I don't know the address to the facility. Forgive me on that.
It's all good.
I mean? So I'm looking forward to that. I got something else cooking, but I don't remember. So it probably ain't cooking then.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. What I got? Nothing I can tell you about yet. Come back in 2 weeks. We'll talk.
What about you?
I got nothing right now. Getting ready for finals, so
All right,
nothing
cool.
going on with me.
Go get D-Boy's book.
Get it.
Not the brand playbook. I'm fried.
Get that one too if you ain't got it. But we talking about clock management right now.
Yeah, clock management. Go get the Clock Management. Great read for family. For anybody who's balancing and figuring out how to balance daily living and family time and entrepreneurship and being important and all of that stuff like that. So check it out. It's available on Amazon. I think BarnesandNobles.com and all other local retailers. So, I mean, retailers, not local, national, worldwide retailers. So.
Bomb.
Yeah! Is that it? We good?
I'm good, bro. I don't have anything else.
Shout out to everybody who came to that rake event
I seen that.
on
It looked like it
the
went real
24th.
Was the rake
you guys
really
are
poppin'?
awesome.
Was it good?
We were able to, I think it was, I don't forget how many lunches we were able to make, but shout out to everybody who came out. It was really, really cold, but I'm glad we all got that done. And it was a really fun event. And then shout out to anybody who's been helping Ricky lately with the whole giving back. This week on Tuesday, giving, blankets to and sweatshirts to the homeless shelters and giving back to the pet shelters. Guys, let this be the time of year. Yes, I know it's freezing, it's cold, but take this time to help people out who don't have heat, who don't have that source of comfort or a place to call home right now, or even with animals. So don't be afraid to give back this season and, feel good inside.
Feel good inside.
Yeah. Somebody just walked in here and I don't know who this is because nobody's supposed to be at this time. But in the words of Lil Wayne, I'm always. Never mind. Great episode.
The fans is watching.
Pint Size Podcast. Tell your friends. Share this video. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for tuning in, guys. Thank you for all these comments that I have not been able to see because I'm across the room. I apologize to you on that. But thank you for commenting and showing love and all that good stuff. Hopefully we didn't make you too mad. But if we did, that's okay too.
Oh, well.
I know.
Oh, well.
You know.
It's me, FC on the beat, a.k.a. Fourth Quarter Freddy, a.k.a. Freddy Franchise, a.k.a. the best you ever heard. You're just afraid to admit it, a.k.a. Mr. I Have a Dream. So get your hands out of my pockets, a.k.a. Speedy Traxton, a.k.a. Bomb Stockton, a.k.a. Kareem Abdul Bazaar, a.k.a. Wavy Crocker, a.k.a. F the Netflix Guy, a.k.a. Hot Take Jake, a.k.a. Young Hulu, a.k.a. Mr. Always Stay Focused, a.k.a. Mr. Always Locked and Loaded, a.k.a. Mr. All Bags Matter.
Next week for sure.
All love.
And it's me. Blue Train, Blue just working. Okay. All right, y'all.
See y'all. We gone.